So we were talking about, okay, I've been plant-based for a year and a half now. I love being plant-based. I would not go back to meat. And for those of you guys who do not know, it can, sometimes people confuse vegan and vegetarian. So I'm vegan. That means I don't eat any animal products. So no meat, no dairy, no seafood. Vegetarians still eat dairy, and I don't think they eat seafood. So that's a little backstory about me. Hi, YouTube. Welcome back. Sorry I lost you guys. So this is part 2 of avoiding weekend temptations for you guys. And I'll fix the titles when we get off of the live, because I accidentally labeled this one part 1 when it should be part 2. So, all right, let's get into how do we go about avoiding the weekend temptations. So we kind of talked about how it is possible to, I'm not going to say completely destroy your week of hard work, but you may not see any progress. You might just have maintained this week by, indulging in alcoholic drinks, especially like the really high sugary ones, the ones that we like to sip on, the cocktails and the margaritas and things like that. And then just by eating really badly. And then if you do choose to take the weekend off from exercising, so that you can definitely put a damper in all of the hard work that you've done. So one thing that I want to start with you guys, because we talked about the importance of mindset and the power of your mind. It comes to a point, you guys, where you have to literally sit down, look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, how badly do you want this? And we're talking about weight loss here, but this can be used for any goal that you're trying to achieve, okay? If you want to start a business, if you want to get a new degree, if you want to change careers, if you want to fix your credit, if you want to get a better handle on your finances, if you want to buy a house, whatever your goals are, these tips and tricks can be used for all of that, okay? It comes to a point where you have to ask yourself, how serious are you when it comes to reaching the goals, okay? There's a difference between wanting to do something and actually doing it, okay? It all sounds good at the beginning, right? Like, yeah, I want to lose 50 pounds, or yeah, I want to fix my credit, or yeah, I want to go and get that master's degree that I've been thinking about getting. That all sounds good. It sounds like great. Like, hell yeah, let's do this. Let's knock this out. Until it's actually time to knock it out. Then it's kind of like, oh, whoa there. I didn't realize I was going to have to sacrifice this, or I didn't realize I was going to have to sacrifice that. Right? Sometimes when you have to look at what you really have to sacrifice and actually sacrifice it, you get cold feet and you don't want to do it anymore because it's too hard, right? It's uncomfortable. It no longer aligns with your right now. You want instant gratification. You want to feel good right here, right now, in the moment. And those activities that may be hindering you from your progress make you feel good right now, but it's not going to help you reach your goal. Okay? So that's why I say you guys have to really think about, how badly do you want to reach your goal? When I first started my weight loss journey, when you first start, you're not used to eating healthy. You're not used to exercising. You're not used to these things. This is brand new for you. So when something's brand new, it's even harder to resist temptation because it hasn't really become a part of who you are yet. It hasn't really become a routine. It's not a habit. You're still trying to get disciplined in that. So it's easier to cave to temptation because it's still fresh, right? So a lot of times, especially on the weekend, I wouldn't go to a lot of places because I didn't want to be tempted to eat foods that I didn't or that don't align with my goals, right? If I knew I wanted to lose weight, why am I going to a fried chicken restaurant to hang out with friends when there's nothing on that menu that is healthy, right? We have to think about these things. Sometimes you just have to say no. More often than not, you have to say no. I appreciate the invitation, but at this moment, it doesn't align with my goals, so I'm going to have to pass. But a lot of us don't want to say no. We kind of just want to do what feels good right now. And that's fine. You can do what feels good right now. But don't be upset with anyone but yourself when you're not seeing the results that you want to see. You can't work on something 2 days out of the week and think that you're going to be successful in whatever it is you wanted to do. No, ma'am. No, sir. This is every day. With anything, every single day, you have to work towards that. And that's where it gets uncomfortable. And that's when a lot of people drop out because they realize that it's a lot harder than they anticipated. When things get hard, we kind of shy away from it. We don't want to do it anymore. It's not fun. It's hard. Who wants to do hard shit every day? I do. I want to do hard shit every day because I know that on the other side of that is a better life, right? You have to be willing to sacrifice who you used to be for who you want to be. Okay? I used to be overweight. I used to be a very heavy drinker. I used to be a heavy smoker. I never really smoked cigarettes like that, but I used to smoke weed a lot. And, none of those vices that I had were going to help me be a successful woman. None of those vices were teaching me how to run a business successfully. They were all hindering me from that. So I had to make the conscious decision, do I want to change or do I want to stay the same? Well, if I stay the same, I know that nothing's going to change. I'm going to continue to live the life that I'm living, which isn't necessarily a bad life, but it's not at my fullest potential. I'm unhappy here, right? Because I'm using all of these things, all of these substances to cover up how I really feel. So it's not good. Drinking every day is not good. That's not good for my health. It's not good for my liver. It's not good for me mentally. So I can't want to stay the same. I have to want to change, or I might not be around at 40 or 50, right? Being overweight, I get to eat whatever I want, If I want fried chicken, I can go get fried chicken. If I want a Sprite, I can go get a Sprite. You're a tall glass of water that I would love to drink. Thank you, I am 6'3". Being overweight it's easy, but it's hard. It's easy because there's no limits to what you can eat, right? Whatever you feel like eating, you can eat it. That's what makes it easy. It's hard because it's hard being overweight. It's hard moving around. It's hard doing simple things. But I knew that if I wanted to be this woman that I envision in my future, I can't be carrying around an extra 100+ pounds. It's uncomfortable. It's hurting my knees. I don't have much energy. I'm insecure. I couldn't keep doing that. So I decided that I had to change that as well. I also used to smoke a lot of weed. And I'm not anti-weed or anything like that, but for me, when I would get high, I would lose focus, I would eat more, and then I would crash. So like I would just go back to sleep. So nothing in my day was very productive, but like for a couple of hours. So how can I reach my goals and progress in my business if I don't have control over my mind? So I had to make a decision. Am I going to stay like this or am I going to change? I decided to change. But when you change, you're stepping out of that comfort zone that you're so used to being in. And that's where things get uncomfortable. That's where things get hard. And that's when you want to quit. But you have to keep pushing yourself to not quit, right? So when we think about, weekends, there's nothing wrong with hanging out with friends and family, but just understand that you can't just go crazy either. You have to still stay focused. And if staying focused is a challenge for you, and in most cases it is, then you should opt to not go. Because your goals and your dreams are more important than a few hours of fun. Especially when you put in so much hard work over the week, right? Don't give that up for a couple of hours. Instant gratification. Hi, Daniel. One thing that my weight loss journey taught me is delayed gratification. It's realizing that in the beginning, it's not going to be any fun. It's going to be hell. And it was hell. Trying to stop drinking soda, trying to get off of chocolate, trying to get off of all this junk food that I'm so used to eating, exercising, all my muscles hurt, right? That's hell on earth. It really is. It's hell. So, continuing to do something every single day that's uncomfortable as hell. But you know that eventually, hi Carol, you know that eventually you'll love the results. That's delayed gratification. That's what weight loss taught me. Because I used to be someone, if I didn't see the results in a couple of weeks, I quit. Oh, to hell with this. I'll just do something different. I wanted stuff right away. Quick. Most of us want things quick. That's why people go on these fad diets, these water fasts and cleanses, and I don't even know what's going on these days, but that's why people go on these diets, because they want to lose weight so fast. My name is Jasmine. They want to lose weight so fast. Maybe they have a wedding or a vacation, an event, something, but they want to drop like 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds in 1 month. That's absurd. That's absurd. The only way you're going to be able to do that is if you weigh 600 pounds. And we've all seen 600-pound life, right? But for the majority of us, that's not how big we are. So to lose so much weight so quickly, it's crazy. And in the process, you didn't learn anything. You just learned how to starve yourself. That's what you learned how to do. You didn't learn how to eat healthy for the long run. You didn't learn how to figure out why you were overeating in the first place. You didn't work on your mental health. You didn't work on any of those things that are going to allow you to keep the weight off forever, which is why most people gain the weight back. The faster you lose the weight, you guys, the faster you're going to gain it back. 1 to 2 pounds of weight loss a week is good. That's really good. But so many people think that's not enough. That's a lot of weight to lose. That's healthy. And by losing weight that slowly, you're reducing your likelihood of gaining it back. you're also reducing your likelihood of a lot of loose and saggy skin. So we have to get out of the mindset of things have to be quick. We have to start working on ourselves internally so that we can be who we want to be, the happier and healthier version of ourselves, okay? Do you guys have any questions for me so far? We're really getting into it, you guys. We're really getting into it because I don't want you guys to mess up this weekend and then come back Monday trying to undo everything you did over the weekend. I want you guys to be successful on your goals and learn some discipline. That's what I want. Okay. Something else that I noticed for my own journey is I get a lot more done. I'm a lot more productive. I'm a lot more focused, and I'm a lot more disciplined when I don't have any distractions. I don't have a lot of girlfriends. I don't have girls that I talk to every day or even every week. Some people might think that means that I'm lonely, but I'm not, because I love the grind. I love hustling for what I want my future to look like. Like, I love that. I don't feel like I'm in lack of anything. And I would say that when I did have a lot of friends, I was very distracted. I didn't get a lot of things done because I was too busy on the phone, too busy texting, too busy hanging out. So my priorities were all out of whack. But when I started to prioritize myself, that's when everything in my life changed. That's when I finally started to lose weight. I want you guys to think about that. How do you get abs? You have to be in a caloric deficit for abs. That's the only way you're gonna get them. Doing 1,000,000 crunches a day or sit-ups a day is not gonna get you a six-pack. The only way to get a six-pack is to have a reduced amount of body fat. So in order to have a low body fat percentage, you have to be in a caloric deficit. Hi, Holistic. What did I say? What didn't I say? That's the better question. I said so much. We're really getting into it tonight. We're really talking about some stuff tonight. We're really self-developing tonight. We are getting into it, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Today was quad day and my quads are a little sore. They were cramping up on me a little earlier. I'm gonna have to stretch, especially before I hit the gym tomorrow. Definitely gonna get in a good stretch. I'm gonna need it. Make sure you guys watch my gym vlog. That is now uploaded on my YouTube channel. My YouTube link is in my bio. I post YouTube videos every single day. So if you guys wanna watch me work out, if you wanna learn some things, definitely subscribe. Do you think it's possible to get to 145 by my birthday? You have a goal. I like that. I like that. How much do you weigh and how many weeks away is your birthday? Remember, we said 1 to 2 pounds a week is the goal of weight loss. Okay? We don't want things to be super quick because then we're going to super quickly gain it back. Who wants to keep doing the hard work over and over again? I weigh 207 and my birthday is June 26th. Ah, Cancer. I don't have my calculator. So you want to lose roughly 62 pounds. It's February, March, April, May, June. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. I think you could. Roughly, you may not hit 145, maybe like 155, 160. But that's not a bad goal. So what are you going to do to reach that goal? Like, what's your game plan? No problem. But what's the game plan? You can't have a goal with no game plan. What's the plan of action? How are you going to get to that goal? We gotta work on not only setting goals, but setting the plan so that we have something to work towards every day, right? You might be ready to go on vacation, but how are you gonna get there? Where are you gonna stay? What are you gonna eat, right? We have to have the play. I've been eating 1,400 calories and 181 grams of protein and working out every day. Okay. Sounds like a good plan. I want you to incorporate some weightlifting. That's very, very important. And how did you come up with your 1,400 calorie a day plan? You guys, I want you guys, if you don't already know, I want you guys to check out the app, MyFitnessPal. You can plug in all of your statistics, how old you are, your height, your goal, how active are you, and it's going to generate macros for you based off of what you put in. So it's going to tell you how many calories to eat a day in order to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. It's going to tell you how many grams of protein you should be aiming towards. It's going to give you all of that information. It makes it super easy. And then on top of that, you can log in your food for the day so that you know how much you really ate. If you don't log in your food, sometimes, well, a lot of times we think we're eating less than what we really are. And then that turns into no weight loss because we're not actually in the caloric deficit that we thought we were in. My goal weight with a 0 behind it. Okay. I like that. I would still encourage you to plug all of that into MyFitnessPal just to make sure that you're getting the right amount of calories, because the 1,400 calories a day and the 180 grams of protein a day, that sounds a little off. And when you eat that much protein, you will gain weight. Your profile picture looks like you're a man, I think. So, men have an advantage when it comes to weight loss. You guys have more of an advantage than women do. You guys get to eat more and stuff and still lose weight. Women, we have to not necessarily work harder, but we have to be more strict. Oh, I'm a 20-year-old girl. Okay, I couldn't really tell by the profile picture. I'm sorry. 181 grams of protein is a lot of protein. That's a lot of protein. I highly recommend that you put it on MyFitnessPal because, you guys, if you eat too much protein, you will gain weight. And since you want to lose weight, you don't need 181 grams of protein. So download MyFitnessPal. It looks like it's like a little blue icon. Plug in everything: your weight, your age, your height, your goals, and all of that. But if it's in my calorie deficit, right? But too much protein turns into fat. So just be careful of that. Be mindful of that. That's just a lot of protein for a small amount of calories, because 1,400 calories is not a lot. So to be eating that much protein, yep. A lot of people think, especially for us women, when I was on my weight loss journey, I'm still on my journey, but I'm in a bulk right now. So I'm trying to put on weight so I can put on muscle. I don't even eat 181 grams of protein, and I am intentionally trying to gain weight to build muscle. So to be eating that much protein with that few of calories. That sounds off to me, but I'm no doctor. I just encourage you to check out my Fitness Pal and plug all that stuff in there, and they'll be able to give you a more accurate idea of where you should have your macros. Okay? No problem. Do you guys have any other questions for me? We're definitely having a great discussion. So let's see. We talked about the power of the mind. And are you exercising, holistic hottie? I forgot to ask that. Are you weightlifting? One thing I will say, you guys, especially women, we think that when it's time to lose weight, that means just get on a cardio machine for 2 hours a day, right? Wrong. I want you guys to lift weights. We have to start lifting weights. You're actually going to burn more calories in a shorter amount of time by lifting weights than being on a cardio machine. So that's number one. It's more time efficient. If you only have 45 minutes, then why not try to burn as many calories as you can in the 45 minutes? And I promise you, you're going to burn more lifting heavy weights than you would by being on a treadmill. Okay? On top of that, you'll be putting on some muscle, which is going to make you look leaner. So it's important to keep all of that stuff in mind, you guys, okay? Do not be a cardio junkie. Do not be a cardio junkie. What else? What else can we discuss? So we're just talking about, hi you guys, for those of you guys who are new to the live from TikTok and YouTube, we are talking about how to avoid weekend temptations, how to stay on track during the weekend, because we are coming into the weekend. Today's Friday, tomorrow is Saturday, and then we have Sunday. And I don't want you guys to undo your progress. I want you guys to stay focused, and I want you guys to stay locked in, okay? And it's going to be hard. We talked about, things that are easy are not desirable, right? So in order to reach our goals, we have to realize things are going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. Weight loss is not easy. The concept is easy. Calories in versus calories out, right? But the actual doing it is hard. The resisting temptation, the staying consistent, the developing discipline, that's what makes it hard. Even when you don't feel like doing it, you still have to lock in and do it. That's why a lot of people give up on it. Only the strong survive. I'm sure you guys have heard that. So how do you develop discipline? Well, what I would say for myself is I gained more discipline than I ever had in my entire life by being on my weight loss journey. That's where I developed most of my discipline, because it taught me how to keep pushing even if I don't see the results. Because there are going to be some weeks where you look in the mirror and you might feel like you look the exact same. There may be some weeks where you get on the scale and the scale doesn't move. There may be some weeks where you're craving a whole bunch of sugar, but you can't eat it. There may be some weeks where you don't feel like working out, but you have to. So constantly doing what you don't feel like doing is where the discipline comes in. Okay? When you don't feel like doing it and you do it anyways, that's how you develop discipline. By taking your feelings and your emotions out of it. Okay? And no one's perfect. Don't think that if someone is extremely disciplined that they never make mistakes or they never cave to temptations. That's not true. No one is perfect. But what I will say is that the more disciplined you are, the more likely you will be able to resist temptation because you've become so mentally strong. A lot of times we don't resist temptation because we're weak-minded. And when you're first starting your journey, you might be weak-minded. I know I was very weak-minded. Because as I said at the beginning, this is not your routine yet. It hasn't really become who you are. Now, like, going to the gym is my routine. Like, I have to go to the gym. Like, what? Why would I not go? Like, that's crazy. But that's because that's become who I am. I've been on this journey for almost 2 years. So within 2 years, I developed new habits. Going to the gym, eating plant-based, not drinking, not smoking. These are my new habits. Or not new, they're not new anymore. Excuse me. These are my habits now. Were these my habits 5 years ago? No. But they are now, okay? So I want you guys to keep all of that in mind. You can still have fun and still enjoy yourself, still spend time with loved ones. But if you don't think that you are strong enough in this moment to resist temptation, then my best advice for you would be to sit it out. There's nothing wrong with spending the weekend at home, focusing, meal prepping, learning, educating yourself on something. Okay? Do you guys have any questions for me? What am I doing tomorrow? So tomorrow I don't stop my routine. I don't care what day of the week it is. So for me, Friday is no different than a Wednesday. But I say happy Friday to you guys because I know to a lot of people, like, Friday is the end of the week, especially if you have a job where you work Monday through Friday, right? So it's like your time to just unwind, relax, not be stressed. I completely get it. But my routine doesn't stop no matter what day it is, no matter what holiday it is. I'm still going to do what I do. So I'm still going to get up at 1 a.m. and I'm still going to hit the gym by 2. I'm still going to film. I'm still going to upload content for you guys because that's what I do and that's my goal. My goal is to have 1 million TikTok followers. My goal is to have 1 million YouTube subscribers. So because that's my goal, I'm going to every single day work towards that. That's why I said no matter what we talk about, you guys, these goals, these tips, these tools can and should be used for anything that you're trying to accomplish, not just weight loss. If you want to do something with yourself, if you have a dream, then you have to use these tools to reach that. Okay? Don't forget that. Write down your game plan. Just like when I asked the young lady how she planned on losing the weight before her birthday. That's a plan. She had a plan of action. You have to have a plan. How are you going to reach the goal? So if my goal is 1 million TikTok subscribers or 1 million TikTok followers and 1 million YouTube subscribers, how do I plan on reaching that? Making sure that I post content every single day, making sure that I engage with my followers and subscribers, making sure I respond to comments, making sure I'm consistent, making sure I'm educating myself on the algorithm and how to reach new viewers, constantly educating myself, investing in my equipment. For my YouTube subscribers, you guys have been so great to me. When I first started, the microphone that I had was decent, but because the gym is so noisy, it could only do but so much. It was an inexpensive mic. That's all I could afford at the time. And I just kind of grinned and bared it. And I still had people who were sweet and kind enough to watch my videos despite all of the loud noise in the background. And I'll forever be thankful. I will forever be thankful. You know, and over time, I invested in a new microphone. It's so much better with the background noise. And now my videos can be even better quality because there isn't all that noise in the background. So just constantly learning about different things, learning how to fix things, just educating yourself. So if you are on a weight loss journey, for instance, educating yourself on nutrition, educating yourself on different foods, different recipes. Like all of these things are going to be beneficial to you so that you can reach your weight loss goal with anything that you want to do. If you want to lift weights, learning different techniques, making sure your form is correct, learning about different muscle groups and how to target them. These are all things that you should be educating yourself on because this is the goal that you have. Your goal is to be active, get more active, get in shape. Okay, so always educate yourself, always be consistent, always push yourself, even when it's hard. That's where the growth takes place, when stuff is hard, not when it's easy. When it's easy, there's no development there. Okay, I hope you guys have a wonderful and safe weekend. I am going to get to bed because I do have to be up by 1 a.m. so I can get to the gym by 2. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. And if you guys don't have any more questions, I will see you guys later. TikTok, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. I post new videos every single day. And YouTube, if you guys aren't already, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok. I post every single day. The link is in my bio as well. And I will see you guys later. TikTok, I'll be back on live early this morning when I'm in the gym. So if you're up, definitely join the live. That should be around 2:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay? And YouTube, make sure you guys watch my latest gym vlog that is now uploaded. And I will see you guys later. Bye, YouTube.